hits. KDAM, Hartington, Yankton, Vermilion. Current 94.3.
It's time for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Hartington, Farmers Pride, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, Avera, Moody Motors, Explorers Credit Union, Mount Marty University, All Season Power Sports, Security Bank, Christensen Well and Irrigation, and Top Crop. Now we go live to the arena for Northeast Nebraska High School basketball on the Current 94.3, courtesy of Riverfront Sports.
Let's finish up Subdistrict basketball in Class C25 in Nebraska. This is the Current 94.3. I'm Tehl Tanner. We'll be here for the next couple hours bringing you a matchup between the 1 seed Hartington-Cedar Catholic and the 2 seed West Holt here in Hartington. We are in Subdistrict championships today. The winner of these games go on to play in districts. There are 10 sub-districts and 16 teams will make the districts. So there are going to be a couple of at-large bids as well. Both teams should have a chance at that. Cedar right at the moment sitting at the 7 overall spot in Class C2. These in terms of seed points. West Holt in the 12 spot at 20-4. In their overall record. Cedar 19-6. In some of the polls here, Cedar Catholic is ranked at 6, West Holt ranked at 8. That is the NebraskaPreps.com coaches poll updated from this week. Once again, West Holt 8th in the coaches poll, Cedar Catholic 6th. This is a top 10 matchup. No matter how you look at it, both of these teams have a legit shot of making it to districts. One of them will get an absolute for sure bid with a win tonight. The other one has to hope against upsets around the board and hope they can get the at-large bid into district play. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is the Current 94.3. Once again, tonight we're getting rolling here in just over 15 minutes. Cedar is 19-6 on the season so far in this sub-district. Cedar has defeated Wakefield. They did that Tuesday night would have been 71-50 in the final score there in Class C25. 71-50, Cedar over Wakefield. Wakefield got there by beating Crofton on Monday, 64-33. On the other end of the bracket, in the Monday game, it was Ponca beating Stanton, 81-30. And then in the second round, West Holt beats Ponca, 71-58. These two teams, top 10, both in the coaches poll. They've been on a collision course since the start of sub-districts. One of them gets the automatic bid to district play in a couple hours. You're on a pregame show from Moody Motors. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. With that, let's go ahead and take a break here on our pregame show. Hear a word from a couple of our sponsors. Come back and start going over the stats of this one. You're listening to the Current 94.3. It's high school basketball on a Thursday evening.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender. Member FDIC.
Farmer's Pride.
Every crop season, you ask yourself, how can I better manage my input costs while still raising my yields? Well, maybe it's time you get on the grid. No, not the electrical grid, but grid soil sampling with Farmer's Pride's industry-leading site-specific agronomy. With the soil variability in Northeast Nebraska coupled with today's economy, you can't afford not to know exactly where to invest your crop nutrient dollars. Take advantage of Farmer's Pride's 25 years of precise agronomy recommendations, getting you on the grid, helping maximize your fertilizer investment.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
On the pregame show from Moody Motors. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Start taking a look at our stats today, all sponsored by Christensen Well, built in over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology of Northeast Nebraska, Southeast South Dakota, and Northwest Iowa. Take a look at the team stats and how they compare today. First up, we'll start it off with West Holt. They are averaging 57 points a game on the year. 57 points a game on the year for Cedar on the other end. They're averaging 56.8. So about a half a point difference between the two of them. Edge to West Holt. In terms of rebounds, 33 a game for West Holt, 31 a game for Cedar Catholic. In terms of assists, Cedar gets 13.4, West Holt 13.3. Steals, looking defensively, 6.9 for West Holt, 8.1 for Cedar Catholic. So Cedar gets a little more active defensively. They're also averaging 1.5 blocks a game. In terms of turnovers now, this will be a big stat tonight, but it's very even on the season averages. Both of them averaging 13.5 turnovers a game. Keeping the turnovers to a minimum when you're getting to playoff basketball, got to be one of the top priorities for both of these teams. Top 10 in the Nebraska Preps Coaches Poll, a matchup that people around the state have been looking forward to in Class C2, and the first meeting between these teams in almost 10 years. The last time they met was early March in 2015. Early March in 2015. In fact, it was March 3rd. Cedar won that game 69-38 in the playoffs, ended West Holt's season in that loss to Cedar. That was nearly 10 years ago next week. And they have not met since. They've been in the same division. They've been in C2. Like, there was some movement for West Holt the last couple years to D1 and back up to C2. But they've been in the same division for a while. They just haven't scheduled each other. This is the first meeting in a long time, and it should be a great one. Let's go ahead and take another break. We'll come back in a couple minutes, go through individual scoring and some players to watch. You're listening to Hartington, Cedar Catholic versus West Holt, Class C2 Subdistrict 5 basketball on the Current 94.3.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mostly, Mount Marty is it's like home to me. The community is awesome. No matter who you're talking to, whether in dining services or the residence life team, everyone loves talking to everyone else, and everyone's super interested in getting to know you, and everyone loves making you feel like you are home.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Let's go over some individual scores, players to watch here ahead of this ball game. First up for West Holt, it's got to start with Zach Huey, who is the leading scorer on the season for this program. Huey is a 6'5" senior, averaging 13.5 points a game for West Holt. Next up on the list is Lincoln Conrad, a 6'5" senior, averaging 12.6 points a game for West Holt. 12.3 a game for Andrew Rentschler, a 6-foot senior, and Nemitz averages 10.5. Drake Nemitz, the senior, 6'1". For Cedar on the other end, leading in scoring on the year, Nolan Becker, who has 15 points a game. Becker, the last game out on Tuesday, dropped 23 points on Wakefield en route to that victory. Next up on the list, Jamison Cotto, who averages 11 points a game. Those are the players tonight averaging double figures in scoring. With that, let's go ahead and take another break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, go over some of the other games we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight in the other sub-district games. We have a couple of score updates for you as well. Back in a couple of minutes now, you're listening to The Current 94.3.
Winter is here. If you're an irrigator, how is your pressure this season? Has your irrigation pump been in the ground 20 years or more? Maybe it's time to assess your pump to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. It is time to plan for next season. Contact Christensen Well today to schedule your pump to be pulled. Christensen Well and Irrigation, with locations in Hartington and Wakefield, Nebraska. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Farmer's Pride. Every crop season, you ask yourself, how can I better manage my input costs while still raising my yields? Well, maybe it's time you get on the grid. No, not the electrical grid, but grid soil sampling with Farmer's Pride's industry-leading site-specific agronomy. With the soil variability in Northeast Nebraska coupled with today's economy, you can't afford not to know exactly where to invest your crop nutrient dollars. Take advantage of Farmer's Pride's 25 years of precise agronomy recommendations, getting you on the grid, helping maximize your fertilizer investment.
Well, we're only a couple of minutes away from the start of this ball game here. When it comes to our starters, we'll run through them here. Brought to you by Security Bank. Score big with all the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank. For Cedar Catholic, we've got a 5'10 junior, number 0 in Mason Baller. A 6'5 senior, number 3 in Jamison Cotto. A 6'3 senior in number 4, Braden Reifenrath. A 6'3 senior, number 5 in Nolan Becker. And a 6-foot junior in number 23, Aaron Wortman. Cedar Catholic coached by Nick Hazelhorse, Matt Steffen, Rick Keene, Russ Gade, and Brandon Baller, the assistant coaches. For the West Holt Huskies, here's the starters. A 5'10 junior, number 12, Kellen Monasterio. A 6'1 senior, number 11, Drake Nemitz. A 6-foot senior, number 15, Mason Crumrine. A 6'5 senior, number 21, Lincoln Conrad. And finally, a 6'5 senior, number 32, Zachary Huey. Those are your starting lineups from Security Bank. Score big with all the products and services offered at Security Bank. That's my kind of bank. Some of the other games we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. We've got a couple of scores in the second quarter. Freeman leads Aquinas Catholic 26-11 in Subdistrict 1. In Subdistrict 2, UTAN trails Oakland Craig early in a 7-4 matchup. Subdistrict 3, Archbishop Bergen leads EMF 12-10 at the end of 1. And in Subdistrict 4, Summerland over Elkhorn Valley 45-24 starting the fourth quarter. Subdistrict 3, 6, Norfolk Catholic over Pender 16-4 at the end of the first. And those are the first 6. We'll keep rolling over them in a couple more minutes. At halftime, we'll run through some halftime scores, and we'll have some finals for you then as well. For now, let's go ahead and take a break for the national anthem and the announcement of the starters in the home stadium. During that, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes and get this one rolling. It's a top 10 matchup, Class C2 Subdistrict 5, Northeast Nebraska high school basketball tonight on the Current 94.3.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. as a Catholic Benedictine university. We can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
More of today's hits. KDAM, Hartington, Yankton, Vermilion, Current 94.3.
We are ready to get underway here at the Monsignor Winter Activity Center in Hartington, Nebraska. Hartington-Cedar Catholic, the host site for Class C2 Subdistrict 5 boys basketball. Winner tonight punches their ticket to districts. That automatic bid, there will be 6 at-large bids as well. Either of these teams could certainly claim one. We'll talk a little bit more about that as this night goes on. But first, the official approaches. Ball is in the air, and we are underway. West Holt has won the tip. They'll start it off with the basketball. Kellen Monasterio with the basketball to start things off. Number 12. That is a junior over there. Throw it to the right wing. They've got it. This is Crumrine. 7:44 on the clock. Monasterio had it knocked away from him by Nolan Becker and out of bounds. West Holt will keep it. This is a battle between the Trojans and the Huskies tonight. 7:40 on the clock. We're on the Current 94.3 this evening. West Holt once again. Drake Nemitz, a senior, standing at 6'1", brought it up this time off the inbound. It's stolen right away. Jamison Cotto down the floor. Cotto's going to put in a 2. Cedar starts things off right where they left it on Tuesday night when they took it to Wakefield. A final score 71-50. That game even farther than the final score would suggest. Cotto dropped 11 in that game. Becker 23 for the Trojans. 2-0 your score. West Holt driving, trailing by 2. First shot of the game for West Holt is no good from Lincoln Conrad. Down the floor come the Trojans for Cedar Catholic. 7 minutes on the clock in the first quarter. Drive, 2-pointer. Becker done hit. Lincoln Conrad with the rebound. Outlet ball down the floor, poked out by Cedar. Down there was Braden Reifenrath to knock it out. 2-0 your score early. 1 minute and 9 seconds has passed, and that is all. Husky basketball trailing by 2 here. Nemitz has got it off the inbound. He'll cross the timeline. Working left to right are the Huskies to start off this ball game. West Holt and Cedar meeting for the first time in nearly 10 years. It'd be 10 years next week. Last time they met was in the playoffs, and Cedar ended the West Holt season with a victory. 2-0 your score. West Holt missed a 2, but they've got an O board. Second putback, good. Mason Crumrine hits the 2. Three-pointer on the other end. Boom! Goes for Nolan Becker. 5-2 score. 6:08 on the clock. 5-2. Cedar on top of this game. Ball knocked out of bounds by Wortman. 6 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. Once again, Becker dropped 23 last game out. Hit a couple of big threes in that game, including one early in the first quarter to get him rolling, just like he did a moment ago. We'll see if that kickstarts him tonight as well. 2-pointer is up and good on the other end. Drake Nemitz, the 6'1 guard, rose up and put it down. 4-0 now your score. or 5-4. Cedar on top, but a steal down the floor. Once again, it's Conrad. Conrad's going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. 2 shots incoming. Lincoln Conrad averaging 12.5 points a game. 11 rebounds on the season, averaging a double-double, is the 6'5 senior. Conrad's first shot is no good, but he's got a second shot incoming. 5-4 score. Second shot for Conrad doesn't go either. Missed both there, and the lead will stay with the Trojans. 5-4 score. Down the floor comes Hartington-Cedar Catholic. Jamison Cotto with it. Cotto rotates to the left wing. Wortman now up top. Cotto tries a 3 off a ball screen. Doesn't go. Ball on the ground. Nobody's got it yet. It's Reifenrath fighting for the rebound alongside Crumrine, and we've got a jump here. Jump ball will keep it with the home team, Cedar Catholic Trojans. They'll inbound to the far sideline. Here it's Jamison Cotto to throw this one in. Cotto for the Trojans gives it to Becker up top. Wortman rotating left. Reifenrath now on the left wing. Reifenrath. Pass inside. Becker's got it, and it's taken away from him in the lane. Lincoln Conrad ripped it out of his arms. Conrad down the floor, working into the lane, kicks it back up top. 3-pointer hit. Drake Nemitz has got 5 now. 7-5 score. West Holt on top. 3-pointer trying to answer. Cedar can. Mason Baller buries a 3. 8-7 your score. 4:33 on the clock. Right wing 3 ball put up in transition. Doesn't go. Ball nearly out of bounds. West Holt does get the O board. Zachary Huey, after a couple of deflections, got his own rebound. Conrad with it now. Conrad trying to get inside. Throw out left wing Crumrine. Crumrine to the left. Block. 2-pointer blocked. Blocked shot by Wortman. Down the floor come the Trojans with it again. Cotto gives Wortman left wing. Ballard for 3. Doesn't hit this time. Hit his first shot a moment ago. Second shot, no. 8-7 on the clock. 8-7 your score. 3:53 on the clock. Right wing 3 ball is put up and no good. In transition again from Zachary Huey. Offensive board and a putback won't go for Nemitz, and the Trojans will take it back. 8-7 your score. 3:40 on the clock. We're in the first quarter. Alley-oop goes down the floor. It's Braden Reifenrath. The 6'3 senior caught the feed in the post, put it down for 2. 10-7 score. Cedar on top. Missed 2 from Huey, and down the floor worked the Trojans. 10-7 basketball game here in the first quarter in Hartington. A drive, corner 3. Becker doesn't go. Off the front of the rim. Huey cleaning glass. Left to right work the Huskies of West Holt. Nemitz controlling the point up top of the key. It's Baller working on it. He'll go over to Monasterio, right wing. Now Huey again. Huey, the 6'5 senior, in the lane. Knocked away from him, and it's a turnover. Baller got a hand on that one. He's got it down the floor. It's Cotto now. Cotto, a tall player working inside, traveled. He was trying to find Nolan Becker. Travels it as he was working inside. (10-7) score, 2:45 on the clock here in the first quarter. West Holt with the basketball. Nemitz down the floor. Nemitz gives it to Huey in the left wing. Bounce pass over to the right wing. Now it's Crumrine. Conrad now. Conrad with basically a club on the right hand. I think he only has 3 fingers there, as so many fingers are taped together. I'm not sure what's going on there. But he's fully taped up on the shooting hand. And may have affected the shot there. He tried one and it didn't go. Ball knocked out of bounds on West Holt on the rebound. Cedar will take it down the floor. 10-7 score, 2:17 on the clock. First quarter. Trojans work down the floor here. Just over 2 minutes left to play. We're in the first quarter. Drive into the lane. Bounce pass. 2. Good. Jacob Steffen, who just checked in with a 2. 12-7 score, and a foul in transition will come in on Breton Whitmire for the Trojans. Those two just checked into the game, along with Micah Cotto. And Hunter Benson out there. So Becker actually the lone starter on the floor for the Trojans. They check in a fresh 4. 1:55 on the clock. First substitutions of the game for the Trojans come with just about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Huskies, right wing, 15 on the shot clock. Monasterio over to the left now. It's Nemitz. Nemitz, home student section is very loud right now. Drive, knocked away, no call. West Holt crowd is furious, and they should be. Down the floor, it's Becker, 2-pointer. No call on that one either, but an offensive board. Maybe a make good by the official there, not calling it on either end. 1:20 on the clock, 12-7 score. Steffen working it up top again. 15 on the shot clock, it's Nolan Becker. Becker throws over right wing, it's Cotto. Cotto, bounce pass inside, now up top. 3-pointer off the front of the iron and no good from Benson. Another offensive board. Another offensive board, it's Micah Cotto this time. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Drive, 2, travel. Travel comes in on Whitmire. Plenty of contact there. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. We've seen the whistle blown only twice in the first, both times on Cedar, and that is all. Both teams certainly could have been called for quite a few more in the last 30 seconds alone. It got physical right at the end of this first quarter. 45 seconds left in the first. 12-7 your score. 3-pointer West Holt. Doesn't go. Offensive board. Down low with it is Crumrine. 3-pointer again. No, but a foul. Hunter Benson with the foul. 3 shots incoming for Monasterio. First shot is good. Monasterio's first point tonight. Second shot, no good. He's got a third coming. Substitution, Gabriel Monasterio checks in. Kellen Monasterio taking free throws. Third shot is good for Kellen Monasterio. Half-second difference between game and shot clock here. Cedar with the basketball. Cedar working inside. Now they've got it on the perimeter. This is Cotto. Micah Cotto. Gives to Steffen. Bounce pass inside. Benson throws it up. Extra pass. Jamison Cotto tries a 3. Doesn't go. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Down the floor working West Holt. They've got it with 6 seconds on the clock. This is Crumrine. 3 seconds. Back up top. Conrad. 3-pointer, Huey, doesn't go at the buzzer, and it's a 3-point advantage for the home team, Cedar Catholic Trojans. 12-9 score after 1. You're listening to Hartington-Cedar Catholic Trojan basketball. This is the current 94-3. Back in 60 seconds for the second. Trojans by 3.
Winter is here. If you're an irrigator, how is your pressure this season? Has your irrigation pump been in the ground 20 years or more? Maybe it's time to assess your pump to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. It is time to plan for next season. Contact Christensen Well today to schedule your pump to be pulled. Christensen Well and Irrigation, with locations in Hartington and Wakefield, Nebraska. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
12-9 is your score as we start the second quarter here on the Current 94-3. West Holt 3 to start it off. Doesn't go. Cedar will get the rebound. They'll take it down the floor. Cedar starting 5 is back out there. Reifenrath working inside into the lane. Two-pointer. Somehow no foul called. Offensive board. Three-pointer, no. Another offensive board. Becker tries again. He's fouled this time. He'll go to the free throw line. Becker, a 71% free throw shooter, had 23 points on Tuesday in the victory over Wakefield. Excuse me. Cedar and West Holt battling tonight. First shot is good for Becker. Second shot coming. Becker's got 4 tonight. So far, second shot incoming for the senior. Good. He's tied with Nemitz now for a game-high 5. Down the floor here. It's just underway in the second quarter. 14-9, your score. On the perimeter. Bounce pass inside. Good defense from Nolan Becker, and it's stolen away. Aaron Wortman with the steal. Up top, three-pointer. Baller buried. Nothing but net. Mason Baller buries a 3. He's got a game-high 6. 17-9. Now your score. Cedar strikes twice to start off the quarter, and they lead it by 8. 7:10 on the clock in the second. We'll take the timeout on the court with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Current 94-3.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We know the needs of our producers and are eager to assist with the demands of your farm. How do we know? Because our Ag Lenders have true Ag experience. Call our experienced Ag Lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
17-9 is your score out of the timeout from Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. 17-9 is your score. 7:10 on the clock. Second quarter. Cedar over West Holt. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is the Current 94.3. Bringing you coverage of Nebraska high school basketball. .7:10 on the clock. Inbounding West Holt. They got it off as the 5-second count was winding down on them. They got it to Nemitz. Now down the floor. It's Lincoln Conrad, and he is fouled by Jamison Cotto. That's something Cedar did get into a little bit of trouble with, is the fouls against Wakefield. They had a couple of early ones that could have been devastating should the game have been closer. For Cedar now, that is 2 on Jamison Cotto. A steal down the floor. Bounce pass. Baller going to hit a 2 in transition. Baller's got 8 now. Once again, keep an eye on the foul to Jamison Cotto. He's got 2, but Cedar leads this game now 19-9. They are on a bit of a run. 12-9 at the end of the first quarter, and another steal this time. A trap. Becker down the floor. Foul. Didn't hit it, but he goes to the free throw line. Nolan Becker taking 2 shots. Becker's first shot off the back of the iron and no good. The lead is 10 right at the moment. Jacob Steffen checks back into the game. Checking out is Cotto now with those 2 fouls. Second shot, no good either for Becker. A 71% free throw shooter. Uncharacteristic trip down the line. 19-9 your score, 6:25 on the clock. Corner 3 in the other end, buried for West Holt. And that's how you get back in the game. Mason Crumrine buries a 3. He's got 5. West Holt back in it, trailing by 7, 19-12 score. Two-pointer floater is good for Baller. Baller's got 10 already for the Trojans. Down the floor, this is Monasterio. Kellen Monasterio's three, no good. Cedar back with it. It's Baller. Gives up Becker. Becker working inside, throws over left wing. Three-pointer is up and good. Aaron Wortman buries a three. Down the floor, transition three again. Corner shot, no good. West Holt fouled. Offensive board, Conrad got it, and he was fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line. Once again, Conrad, heavy tape job on his shooting hand, his right hand, here tonight. First shot is no good for Conrad. He's missed a couple of shots so far tonight and now misses his first free throw. You got to wonder if that basically a club on his right hand is bothering him, and I can see him playing with it right now as he's getting ready for this next free throw. Certainly not healthy out there is that right hand. We'll see how West Holt adjusts to that tonight. Huey checks out of the game for West Holt. Blackford checks in. Second shot, still no good for Lincoln Conrad. Conrad misses both at the free throw line. 24-12 your score. 5:33 left to play before halftime. Cedar up by 12 with the basketball. Becker, cross-court pass. They'll give it to Benson. Benson working inside. He's got to get rid of it now. Finds Steffen. Now Baller. Back to Benson. 5:15 on the clock. Cedar on the perimeter. Now trying to work inside. Nothing doing. They'll give Becker. Becker throws it to the corner. Three-pointer up. Baller hits again. Mason Baller can't miss right now. He's got 13 so far. And we are only 11 minutes into the game. 5 minutes left before halftime. 27-12 your score. Timeout taken. 30. We'll take it too. Timeout from Top Crop from West Holt. We'll take it with them. Back here in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Current 94.3.
Farmer's Pride. Every crop season, you ask yourself, how can I better manage my input costs while still raising my yields? Well, maybe it's time you get on the grid. No, not the electrical grid, but grid soil sampling with Farmer's Pride's industry-leading site-specific agronomy. With the soil variability in Northeast Nebraska coupled with today's economy, you can't afford not to know exactly where to invest your crop nutrient dollars. Take advantage of Farmer's Pride's 25 years of precise agronomy recommendations getting you on the grid, helping maximize your fertilizer investment.
Out of the timeout from Top Crop, inbound West Holt, knocked out of bounds by Whitmire. Runs into the scorer's table, looks like he's all right. West Holt will inbound again. Out of the timeout from Top Crop, maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. 27-12 is your score. 5 minutes left in the second. Cedar up 15 over West Holt. This is the largest lead of the game for either team. West Holt spin, shot up, foul. Lincoln Conrad shot no good, but he was fouled. Conrad goes back to the free throw line. Now he was just here. He did miss both. Once again, that right hand of his, a massive tape job. From where I'm sitting, it almost looks like a club. First shot, no good. That is now 3 straight missed for Conrad, with multiple field goals not going in as well. Once again, that right hand obviously bothering him tonight. That's bad news for West Holt. Conrad averages 12.5 a game. They need him to score. His second shot does go, however, so he is on the board now. 1 point. One of 4 from the free throw line in those last 2 trips. 4:35 on the clock. Cedar ball, 27-13 your score. Cedar on the baseline. Steffen, reverse layup is good. Jacob Steffen hits a 2. He's got 4. 29-13 score. Down the floor, West Holt with the basketball. This is Crumrine. Monasterio Kellen Monasterio driving, gives back Crumrine, fakes a three. Becker, closing defender, was there. He had to pull it down. Now driving, inside, two-pointer. Knocked out of bounds. Cedar ball. No. West Holt ball. So they say nobody touched it on the, or a Cedar player did touch it as it was out of bounds. And West Holt will keep. Becker checks out of the game now. Benson back in. Bounce pass down low. Crumrine, ball on the ground. I think we got another jump here. Yep, and Cedar will take it back. Mason Baller fighting for that one. Baller's got a game high 13 to start this game. 29-13 your score. .350 before halftime. Whitmire looking for Steffen, not there. Finds Baller at the top of the key. Baller over to the right wing, Wortman. 3:40 on the clock. Baller left wing drive. Has a two. Doesn't go. Lost his dribble for a moment. Just kind of had to throw it up. Down the floor. Outlet ball. Huey. Jump ball. That'll keep it with West Holt, but the jump ball does give the possession arrow back to the home team Trojans. Inbound baseline for Conrad. Conrad, left wing, throws it in for Monasterio. Kellen Monasterio gives Nemitz. Back to Crumrine, three-pointer, no. Whitmire on the rebound. Whitmire picked up his dribble. Now he throws it to Baller up the court. Cedar in the half court, 3:12 on the clock before halftime. This is Steffen. Steffen working up top. Cedar leading 29-13. Lead is 16 now. Down the floor, Aaron Wortman gives Steffen, two-pointer. Charge! Charge taken. The home crowd thought it was going to be an and one for Jacob Steffen, but the West Holt crowd very happy about the charge. 3 minutes left in the first half. Nemitz in the half court for the Huskies. Back up top, this is Kellen Monasterio. Monasterio to the left wing, Nemitz again, hits a three. Drake Nemitz, his second three of the game. He's got 8 in the first half. 29-16, leads down to 13. 2:33 on the clock. Baller over to the right wing, now into the corner. That's Micah Cotto, three-pointer, good, Aaron Wortman. Lead extended right back up. Aaron Wortman with a three. He's got 6 today now, all from beyond the arc. Foul on the floor on the other end. No shot. West Holt will inbound here. 32-16 your score, 2:12 on the clock. Nope, that is bonus foul actually. That's number 5, and we go to the charity stripe. Drake Nemitz taking free throws here, 2:12 on the clock. Nemitz first shot off the front of the iron and no good. West Holt not shooting well from the free throw line so far tonight as a team. Jamison Cotto checks back into the game. Reifenrath will come out. Second shot no good either, but an offensive board. This is Nemitz. Back up top, through the legs of his intended target. Ball on the ground. We're going to have another jump ball here, and that'll go back to the Trojans. So 2 missed free throws, and then an offensive board and a turnover for West Holt. Down 32-16. Cedar doubling up. West Holt in points. Cedar ball. Three-pointer, Cotto. Doesn't get it. Cold coming off the bench. Was sat early with those 2 fouls. They kept him out to protect him. Missed the three. Three-pointer on the other end. Doesn't go for Nemitz. Into the hands of Baller down the floor. Baller gives Cotto again. Jamison Cotto working in transition. Cotto gives to Micah. Micah Cotto, now Becker. Nolan Becker, 1:33 on the clock. Three-pointer, Cotto doesn't hit again. Ball on the ground, offensive board. Wortman then turns it over as he was working down trying to throw it down the floor. Nemitz tries another three. And a foul will come in on the perimeter. Nemitz sold that one well. Micah Cotto called for a light one there on the outside. That'll be his second. Nemitz, the 6'1 senior, first shot off the back of the iron and no good. 1:18 on the clock, 32-16. Not shooting well from the free throw line as a team are the Huskies. And the second shot, no good either. Now that was a foul on the three once again, so he's still got one more shot. And the third shot, no good either. And then an offensive foul, Lincoln Conrad. The last about 5-6 minutes of this game could not have gone much worse for West Holt. Not only are they getting a couple of fouls, but the free throws are not going in, and they're having turnovers. Cedar leads this game by 16. It's a 32-16 score. Cedar Catholic down the floor working with it. They're picked up at halftime in a trap. Baller crosses the timeline. Baller goes over to Cotto, now into the corner. Wortman back to Micah Cotto. Cedar on the perimeter here. It's Baller with it. 1 minute left in the first half. 20 seconds of the shot clock. Aaron Wortman. Wortman gives Baller, now Becker. Becker, ball screen working inside. Two-pointer off the front of the iron and no good. Defensive board brought in from Huey. Down the floor, West Holt basketball. Crumrine. 42 seconds left in the first half. A drive, a two, good. Conrad hits with that hurt hand. He was right at the rim. Hard to miss that one. He was wide open. Had a good move to get there. 30 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Cedar down the floor. They've got it in the half court. 20 seconds left in the quarter. In the half. Up top, three-pointer. Micah Cotto doesn't go. Defensive board. 13 seconds. West Holt down the floor. They've got a chance here. West Holt. Nemitz into the corner. Crumrine, 5 seconds. Lane, two. Off the back iron, no good with 2 seconds. Down the floor, full court shot away. Off the iron and no good for Micah Cotto. 32-18 your score. 14-point advantage for the home team, Cedar Catholic Trojans, at halftime. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is the Current 94.3. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. We'll go over all the individual scoring from the first half. We'll take a look at this game in depth of what's kind of been happening. West Holt struggling from the free throw line in that second quarter. Hitting free throws. If they turn that up in the second half, they're going to get back into this game. They got to the free throw line at a heavy rate, just didn't convert the shots. We'll take a little more look at this game in a couple of minutes now. You're listening to the Current 94.3.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
My name is Rachel Lindholm, and I'm a sophomore at Mount Marty. Mount Marty stood out to me because of its Benedictine values, actually. I knew that I wanted a smaller private school experience anyways. The values and the hallmarks that they show here at Mount Marty, they push you to explore what it is to be human and how to be a better human and care for other people.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great people begin.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Let's start off our halftime show now from the Bank of Hartington. Where other banks have their branches, Bank of Hartington has their roots. 32-18 is your score here on the Current 94.3. Let's go ahead and go over the individual scoring now from this ball game. Cedar leads once again by 14 at the half, 32-18. West Holt hit the final bucket of the first half to make it that 14-point lead. It was 16 right before we went to the locker room there. That was the largest lead we had seen in the game. 12-9 out of the quarter break. Cedar puts up 20 in that second quarter, and West Holt only 9. An 11-point advantage in the second quarter for Cedar Catholic, large part due to missed free throws by West Holt and turnovers. Cedar's defense got active, and when they got fouled, West Holt just could not convert from the free throw line. Let's talk about the individual stats and who is leading this game. For West Holt, Drake Nemitz having a good game so far. He's hit 2 3-pointers and a 2 in there. He's got 8 points today, leading all Huskies. 5 points today for Mason Crumrine as well. 3 points for Lincoln Conrad and 2 for Kellen Monasterio. On the other end, for Hartington-Cedar Catholic, Mason Baller is leading all scorers in this game with 13 points. He has hit 3 threes so far in the game. Mason Baller, a game high of 13. Nolan Becker has 5 today, hit a 3 to start off the game, and then 2 free throws, all in the first quarter. Jamison Cotto ended up with 2 points at half. Once again, he missed a lot of time due to foul trouble in that first half. Jacob Steffen ended up with 4 points. Braden Reifenrath had 2, and Aaron Wortman had 6. He hit 2 threes in the first half. 6 points for Wortman. That's your individual scoring. All brought to you by Christensen Well, built in over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. That's your out-of-town scoreboard update that's the halftime show from the Bank of Hartington. Where other banks have their branches, Bank of Hartington has their roots. We've got an update for Hartington-Newcastle, a game that is happening right across the street here. We'll have an update in a couple of minutes. You're listening to the Current 94.3.
Winter is here. If you're an irrigator, how is your pressure this season? Has your irrigation pump been in the ground 20 years or more? Maybe it's time to assess your pump to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. It is time to plan for next season. Contact Christensen Well today to schedule your pump to be pulled. Christensen Well and Irrigation, with locations in Hartington and Wakefield, Nebraska. Visit them on Facebook
or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
Farmer's Pride. Every crop season, you ask yourself, how can I better manage my input costs while still raising my yields? Well, maybe it's time you get on the grid. No, not the electrical grid, but grid soil sampling with Farmer's Pride's industry-leading site-specific agronomy. With the soil variability in Northeast Nebraska coupled with today's economy, you can't afford not to know exactly where to invest your crop nutrient dollars. Take advantage of Farmer's Pride's 25 years of precise agronomy recommendations getting you on the grid, helping maximize your fertilizer investment.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
All right, let's start the second half here, but first an out-of-town scoreboard update from the Bank of Hartington. Across the street, Hartington-Newcastle is trailing in their game versus Creighton, 32-24 in their Subdistrict final in Class D1 Subdistrict 7. Creighton leads 32-24 at half over Hartington-Newcastle. We will give you an update a little later in this one. We'll have final scores for you. Now in this game, once again, back underway. 32-18, your halftime score. Cedar leads over West Holt. Three-pointer, West Holt can't hit it, right out of the locker room. Ball out of bounds, Cedar basketball. Cedar Catholic with the ball. This is Nolan Becker going over to the right wing now. It's Baller. Baller. 7:30 over to Wortman now. Wortman gives Becker left wing. Becker working the basketball. He'll give it to Baller. Baller over to right wing. Wortman. Cedar on the perimeter trying to work it inside. Nothing doing here. Good defense. Getting rid of the cuts. Cedar tries a three instead. Can't hit it. But an offensive board. Cotto's got it. He'll find Becker on a cut off the old board, and he'll hit for two. The offensive board can get a defense out of system for a moment. We are back up to 16 points, the advantage. 34-18 your score. West Holt with it now. The Huskies needing some points, and that's not going to do it. They'll turn it over. Becker down the floor. Foul. Nolan Becker goes back to the free throw line. First shot is good for Nolan Becker. He was here. This will be his fifth and sixth shots today. He was here once before, hit his first two. He was here on a second trip, missed both. Now he hits the first one there and hits the second. So he's 4 of 6 at the stripe. so far tonight. 9 points for Nolan Becker. 6:40 on the clock. This is Krumrine up top, thrown over to the left wing. Now it's Nemitz. Nemitz back up top. Conrad working inside, down to the right block. Two-pointer, no good. Defensive board comes in from Ballard. Cedar back down the floor. 6.5 left to play in the third. Left wing three-pointer, Jamison Cotto doesn't hit, but an offensive board again. Wortman lost it. Becker's got it. Becker picked up his dribble on the baseline. He'll get rid of it. 6:10 on the clock. Jamison Cotto working with it in the lane. Now he'll give it out. Three-pointer, Reifenrath hits. Braden Reifenrath buries a three, and that's 5 today for the senior. 39-18 your score. 6 minutes left in the third. Timeout taken, West Holt. They trail by 21 now. This is the new largest lead of this game for either team. 21 points the advantage. 39-18 your score. 5:53 on the clock. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Current 94.3.
The open road is calling. Are you ready to answer? Hit the road, ready to explore with a lower rate from Explorers Credit Union. With auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR, you're just one turn away from your next big adventure. No application fees and fast, easy approvals. Finance or refinance options. Better rates, bigger savings, boundless adventures. Get pre-approved today at explorerscu.com. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
5:53 on the clock here in the third quarter. Out of the quarter break, Cedar picking up right where they left off in the second. They outscore West Holt in that second quarter 20-9. Now in the third quarter, leading this ball game 39-18. They score the first 7 points of the third. West Holt scoreless so far in the second half. 5:53 on the clock. We're just over 2 minutes past in the quarter. Drake Nemitz with it. Nemitz throws over to the right wing. This is Monasterio. Monasterio down low. Two-pointer foul. Foul comes in. And it'll be Zach Huey going back to the free throw line. Jamison Cotto with the foul. He kind of motioned like he didn't know what he did, but that was clear foul. Grabbed a hold of the guy's arm, and free throw is good. So Cotto will come out of the game in foul trouble tonight. That's number 3. And both shots go for Huey. Zach Huey is now on the board. He'd been held scoreless in the first half. He now ends the scoring drought, and the lead is 19. Drive to Ballard. Doesn't hit off the window. 5:30 on the clock. Down the floor, it's West Holt. Huskies up top with it, it's Conrad. Conrad working inside. On the left wing now, drive. Jump stop, back outside Nemitz. Throws over to the right wing corner, 3. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds on Cedar. 5:13 on the clock. West Holt will keep it on the baseline. Inbound. Nemitz, now Krumrine. Krumrine from the lane will get it. Mason Krumrine hits a 2. He's got 7 today now. 39-22 your score. Now 4 in a row for West Holt. And they force a steal down the floor, trying to make it 6 in a row. Layup good. Krumrine. 9 points. And a timeout taken by Cedar Catholic now. Lead is down to 15. West Holt trying to chip away at this lead. 4:46 on the clock. Full timeout taken. We'll take it 2. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the Current 94.3.
Mount Marty, where great nurses begin.
My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing. Our nursing program, I feel like, does an excellent job in preparing our students for that future profession as an RN. They have very unique clinical opportunities. Avera has been a long-standing partner with Mount Marty for many, many years. We're really lucky in Yankton to have a lot of clinical opportunities right here.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
4:46 on the clock here in the third quarter. 39-24, your score in the third. West Holt with 6 straight and a Cedar timeout. They still trail by 15 here, but momentum in favor of the road team now. Cedar called a full timeout from Top Crop. We'll see what we've got out of it. Down the floor, it's Becker. Becker, pull up 2 in transition, doesn't go. Offensive board. Foul comes in then on Conrad. West Holt crowd doesn't like it, but a foul on Conrad, and that is his third as well. Lincoln Conrad's got 3. Cedar to inbound. Reifenrath gives Becker in the corner. Becker working inside now up top. 3-pointer, Wortman, no. Offensive board again off the fingertips of Conrad, and it's Whitmire who brings it in. Steffen left wing. Steffen bounced a pass off the back of Becker. Reifenrath went and got it. 4:20 on the clock. We're in the third. Wortman gives Becker. Becker had space for a 3, didn't launch. Drive. Ball knocked away from him on a shot attempt, and then a foul on Cedar. Cedar Catholic commits one in transition, and that's Reifenrath, the 6'3 senior who commits it. That is his third as well. So now Cedar with 2 starters with 3 fouls, and Reifenrath and Cotto. Conrad has 3 as well for West Holt. Inbound, Niemitz. Niemitz throws to Conrad in the corner, back up top. 3-pointer is launched. No good, air ball. But an offensive board. Niemitz can't hit this time. On the putback and down the floor work the Trojans. Down the floor, this is Hunter Benson. He has to stop on his drive. He was turned away in the fast break. 3:50 on the clock. Cedar will set up their offense. Micah Cotto throws right wing. Whitmire working inside. Bounce pass, trying to feed in the lane. It's out of bounds. Steffen couldn't handle it. And it's West Holt basketball. Down 15 still. 39-24. No score since the timeout. We are still technically in a 6-0 West Holt run. But now we have a pass go off the foot of Niemitz on the inbound. And Cedar gets it right back. 3:40 on the clock in the third. 39-24 score. Inbound, Becker up top with it. Becker goes over to Whitmire on the right wing. Breton Whitmire. 3:33 on the clock. Becker, bounce pass inside. Cotto. Micah Cotto goes to Benson. 3-pointer is up and no good off the side of the rim. Offensive board, Micah Cotto. He's fouled. Micah Cotto just found his way to the free throw line. Micah Cotto, a 54% free throw shooter. Coming off the bench in his freshman year. First shot is no good. A second shot on the way here for the 5'10 freshman. Second shot is good for Cotto. West Holt down the floor. Huskies ball. From Ryan, can't hit a 2 from the lane. Cedar back with it. It's Becker. Becker all the way down the floor. Got his own pass now back into the lane. Trying to get rid of it. He'll find a man up top. Over to the right wing. Now Steffen in the corner. 2:55 on the clock. Becker's going to try a 3 here and hit. Nolan Becker buries a 3. He's in double figures as well now with 12 points. Joins his own teammate in Baller as the only 2 in double figures today. And another turnover on West Holt. Leads back up to 19, 43-24. And another timeout taken by the Huskies. 2:43 on the clock, a 30 will take it to. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to the Current 94.3.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
2 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. 43-24 your score. Cedar Catholic leads over West Holt. In Class C2 Subdistrict 5, Nebraska playoff basketball. Becker right off the inbound, doesn't hit a shot. Conrad with the defense down the floor. Here it's West Holt. Crumrine. Throw over to the left wing. Nemitz hits a three. Drake Nemitz, a beautiful three ball. That is his third. Now, yes, his third three of the game. He's got 11 now. And a foul comes in transition on Nemitz here. That is his first, team fourth. So Cedar will be in the bonus after that foul now. On the next one. 2:23 on the clock. Inbound Whitmire. Whitmire working down the floor. Becker fouled. Becker will go right back to the free throw line. Got it on a cut. Becker taking 2 shots here. 2:14 on the clock. 43-27 your score. Becker 5 of 7 from the free throw line so far tonight. Becker's got another shot incoming. Hunter Benson and Breton Whitmire check out for the Trojans. Micah Cotto, Mason Ballard back in. Second shot good as well. 6 of 8 now from the stripe for Nolan Becker. 2:11 on the clock, 45-27 your score. Lead is back up to 18, three-pointer West Holt. They'll hit that. They need more of those. Mason Crumrine hits that one. He's got 12 now today. 45-30, lead is 15. Under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Cedar on the right wing, Steffen to the outside. Wortman tries a three, can't bank it in, but he got his own board. Wortman then tripped on his way to the rim. Somehow got Becker. Lot of contact, 3 different players hit the ground, no foul called, and West Holt has it on the other end. They're going to try another three. Crumrine doesn't hit. Board Becker. Everybody's out of sorts here. Fast break for the Trojans. Becker wisely just going to pull up, wait for the rest of his team, and they'll set up their offense and slow things down for a moment. Cedar called for an over and back here call after a deflected pass from West Holt. A deflected pass goes across the timeline. The official rules that nobody touched it, so that'll be over and back on Cedar, and 1:19 on the clock, 45-30 score. Down the floor, Nemitz just threw one at the backboard as he thought he was fouled, and Cedar has it in transition. Wortman has got it. He'll give to Becker, and a travel comes in. Neither team is playing well in this final 2 minutes of the third. Everybody's out of sorts and just scrambling on the floor right now. You got to think that'll get cleaned up in the quarter break, but we could be in for an ugly last 70 seconds of this quarter. We'll see if anybody can turn it on and maybe go on a run to end the quarter here. 1:10 on the clock. Inbound Conrad. Conrad's going to slowly march it up the floor here. Maybe that's the break everybody needed here. Conrad gives it to the left wing. Now Monasterio. Monasterio gives Nemitz. Nemitz working inside. It's stolen away. Hunter Benson down the floor. Benson, two-pointer up. Good. But an offensive board, an offensive foul. He had a player trailing him as he went down. Maybe he tried and swiped at him with the hand or something. Honestly, I didn't see. 51.1 seconds to play in the third, and lead stays at 15 for Cedar. 45-30 your score. That was the second foul on Benson. Down the floor, working with it. Here is Huey. Huey gives Crumrine now over to the right wing. This is Klug. Gavin Klug. Nemitz, 2, no. Down the floor, Cedar working with it. They've got a 3-on-2. Baller into the lane. Baller puts up a two-pointer. Doesn't go. Back to Huey. 22 seconds left in the third. An ugly final 2 minutes of the third quarter. We'll see if anybody can score at the buzzer here. 15 seconds left in the third before we go to the final quarter. 45-30. Cedar leads over West Holt. Nemitz. 5 seconds. Now Huey. Huey driving. Huey spin. Fadeaway 2. Good. And that'll take us to the fourth quarter. Zach Huey hits a 2, and the lead is 13 for Cedar as we go to the fourth. 8 minutes left in regulation. Cedar trying to hang on when we return. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter is here. If you're an irrigator, how is your pressure this season? Has your irrigation pump been in the ground 20 years or more? Maybe it's time to assess your pump to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. It is time to plan for next season. Contact Christensen Well today to schedule your pump to be pulled. Christensen Well and Irrigation, with locations in Hartington and Wakefield, Nebraska. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
The Current 94.3 KDAM. Hartington. More of today's hits.
Underway in the fourth quarter. First shot of the quarter is a foul coming in on West Holt, and Braden Reifenrath will go to the free throw line. Cedar starts off the fourth quarter leading 45-32 over West Holt. Cedar has led, I believe, the entire way through this game. Both shots good here for Braden Reifenrath, and it's 2 points to start off the quarter for the Trojans. Lead back up to 15 as we start the fourth. Huey fouled down low, no shot. This will be a big one. Yeah, that's the fourth on Reifenrath. So Reifenrath out there playing with 4 fouls now. 7:43 on the clock in the fourth. 47-32 your score. Inbound up top, Huey has got it. Huey guarded by Reifenrath. He's trying to work inside. Go over to the left wing now. This is Conrad. Conrad bounce pass Huey. Huey into the lane. 2-pointer. Foul. No good on the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. Updating the out-of-town scoreboard from Bank of Hartington, where other banks have their branches. Bank of Hartington has their roots. Creighton leads over Hartington-Newcastle 38-37 by 1 as they go to the fourth as well. Braden Reifenrath. Oh, man, that was his fifth. He was the one who committed that foul. Reifenrath commits both his fourth and fifth foul in the first 28 seconds of the fourth quarter. Reifenrath is out for the remainder of this game with 7.5 minutes of regulation left. Coach Hazelhorse for Cedar having a word with his senior in Reifenrath on the sideline, saying, hey, we've got district play up next week. We're trying to make a run in the tournament. We got to have you keep those under control. 47-33 your score, 7:22 on the clock. Steffen with it. Steffen inside, 2-pointer, blocked shot by Huey out of bounds. Three-pointer on the other end, no good for Jamison Cotto. Back down the floor. Works West Holt. West Holt doesn't hit a shot, and Cedar gets it back. 47-33 your score. 6:50 on the clock. It's Nolan Becker with it. Bounce pass. Wortman's got it in the lane. Throw to the corner. Back up top. Jamison Cotto trying to work inside. He'll get rid of it. It's Becker on a drive. Bounce pass. Steffen hits a 2. Good feed from Becker. Steffen's got 6 tonight, 49-33, 6.5 to play. Huey to the corner, three-pointer, no. But Huey got the O board. Huey underneath the bucket after the miss from Crumrine. Conrad, spin, shot is up, foul. Foul's going to come in on Nolan Becker here. 49-33 is your score. .6:10 on the clock here in the fourth. Lincoln Conrad's first free throw, no good. Once again, struggling to shoot with an injured hand here tonight. Second shot for Conrad will go here. He's now got 4 points. I believe he's 2 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Has hit 1 field goal. 49-34 your score, 6 minutes left in the fourth. Conrad once again, a heavy tape job on his shooting hand, his right hand tonight. He is not healthy playing out there, but he's putting in the work if he can get it in. Now we're in crunch time, the final 6 minutes. Cedar tries a three. Baller hits again. Baller's been quiet the last couple minutes. Now he's got another three, and that is 16 points for Mason Baller and a timeout for West Holt. A full timeout will take it to 5:38 on the clock, 52-34. Lead is 18 in the fourth. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
I'm Marie Haar, Vice President and Ag Lender at Bank of Hartington. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef and dairy producer. Whether it's developing a marketing strategy, a cash flow projection, or a break-even analysis, at the Bank of Hartington, we know that ever-changing demands and challenges of today's grain and livestock producers. How do we know? Because we are farmers, and we're living it too. Call our experienced ag lenders at 402-254-3994.
Bank of Hartington, a proud supporter of all our students and athletes.
5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 52-34 your score. Lead is 18 in favor of the home team, Cedar Catholic Trojans. West Holt has it out of the timeout from Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. 5:25 on the clock. Conrad with it up top of the key, guarded by Cotto. Drive, two, blocked by Cotto from behind. Jamison Cotto with the block. Down the floor comes Baller with it. Baller gives Becker. Becker over to the left wing, Wortman. Wortman working inside. Back up top. Jamison Cotto, three-pointer. Buried it. Jamison Cotto buries a three. He's got 5 today, and the lead up to 21 ties the largest lead of the game we saw in the third quarter. Foul comes in transition here on Jamison Cotto, and that is number 4. Reifenrath is already fouled out, and Cotto now has 4. Something Cedar has got to get under control as the playoffs roll on here is the foul trouble they have been in the last couple of games. 4:55 on the clock. Huey, two-pointer, good. Lead back down to 19. Over on our Hot Country 93.1 Facebook page and KYNTV, Braden Butler calling the Hartington-Newcastle game. Hartington-Newcastle has taken the lead over Creighton with 2 minutes to play. 48-47 score there. We'll keep you updated. Steffen down low, hits a 2 here for Cedar. Steffen's got 8, and the lead is 57-36. West Holt has it down 21. A two-pointer is good on a drive for Lincoln Conrad. West Holt trying to get back into this game, but we're just over 4 minutes left with a 19-point advantage for the home team. Steffen again, can't hit from the lane this time, but an offensive board and a putback for Micah Cotto. Cotto's got 3 now today. .345 on the clock. Conrad up top. Conrad puts the ball on the floor. Now Huey. Huey inside. Two-pointer is up and no good. Got his own rebound. Zach Huey is then fouled. First shot is good from Huey. Lead is back down to 20. 59-39 score, 3:37 on the clock in the fourth. Second shot good as well. Huey will hit both. He's got 9 today. But the clock ticking down on West Holt. 59-40 your score. Becker with it. Becker up top, three-pointer. Doesn't go off the back of the iron. Nemitz with it. Nemitz will go down the floor, give to Huey. Zach Huey, bounce pass inside. Two-pointer, blocked out of bounds by Becker. It was Vinny Blackford, the 5'11 senior, taking that shot. 3:10 on the clock here in the fourth. Jacob Steffen will check out. And Jamison Cotto back in with 4 fouls, but with only 3:10 on the clock and a 19-point advantage, a good time to bring him back, even with the 4. 3:08 on the clock. Down low, Conrad has got it. Conrad is fouled by Becker. That'll be his second, team 5th. 59-40 your score. 3:04 on the clock. 19 is the advantage. Conrad first shot, good. Lincoln Conrad has got 7 now today. Second shot, no good, off the side of the rim. Becker gets it back, and Cedar will take it down the floor. Jamison Cotto controlling the ball. He's trapped now here near half court. He'll find Becker. Becker now into the corner. It's Benson. Benson drive, 2. Blocked shot by Huey, but he got his own board. Cedar keeps it 20 on the shot clock. Foul then comes in on Drake Nemitz. Nemitz's second. Cedar inbounds on the near sideline. That was only the team's second on West Holt. Cotto gives to Becker. Across the timeline, he'll work to cross it. Back up to Cotto. 2:45 on the clock. After the foul, a fresh shot clock of 35 seconds for the home team, Cedar Catholic. They'll take as much time as they can. Drive here, Cotto. Cotto now back out to Becker. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 2:30 on the game clock. Cotto tries a 3. Jamison Cotto, no good. Rebound for Nemitz. 2:22 on the clock. Down the floor. 18 points is the advantage. Conrad, fadeaway 2. Got it. Conrad figuring things out late in the ball game. He's got 9 now. 59-43 your score, but the clock still keeps ticking. Right wing Micah Cotto. Bounce pass. Becker, 2-pointer. Good. Nolan Becker's got 16, tying a game high with Mason Baller. And we are under 2 minutes to play. 61-43, an 18-point advantage for the home team. Under 2 minutes. Inside a 2 doesn't go. From Crumrine and down the floor, Cotto is fouled. Jamison Cotto will go to the free throw line. Cotto went for the explanation point there, trying to dunk in transition, but was fouled first. Second foul on Monasterio. So as we take a look at district play here, if this score stands and Cedar does come away with this victory, we'll take a look at what we're seeing here in Class C2. First shot is good for Jamison Cotto. He's got 6, and the lead is 19 with 98 seconds left in the ballgame. In Class C2, there are 10 sub-districts and 16 make districts. There will be 6 at-large bids. West Holt, in the most recent coaches poll, is ranked 8th. This is a strong subdivision, and I would expect West Holt to get an at-large bid, but you never know. Some of it just really comes down to who all wins tonight in their sub-districts. That'll be announced over the next couple of days for sure. West Holt fans hoping for that large bid, and I think they should get it. They're certainly deserving of it. That is what I'll say. They are deserving of it for sure. Jump ball on the side for West Holt. 63-43 is your score. Jamison Cotto hit both free throws as we were talking about that. .121 left in the fourth. Bounce pass inside through the legs of a Cedar Catholic Trojan. Three-pointer up and no good. Ball nearly out of bounds. It is out of bounds. Cedar ball. Cedar will check in a fresh 5. They'll sub out their guys, and the home crowd makes noise in the final 1 minute and 14 seconds. Cedar, 74 seconds away from punching their ticket to district play. West Holt subs as well. And West Holt will hope for the bid. Cedar will be making districts here. 1:14 on the clock. West Holt will inbound in the final 70 seconds of this game. 63-43 your score. Lead 20 in favor of Cedar Catholic. Down the floor. 19 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Down the floor. Whitmire gonna try a 2 here in transition, and he is fouled. Brayton Whitmire will go to the free throw line. Stay tuned. For our post-game show today for Moody Motors, we'll go over all the individual stats from this ball game and take a look at next week's district play for these two teams. Whitmire hits his first shot here. It's his first points tonight. 64-43 score, 52 seconds left. Second shot good as well for Whitmire. Gavin Klug will now check in for Cedar Catholic. Whitmire will take a seat. 50 seconds left in the game. 65-43 your score. Cedar on top by 22 here. 42 seconds left to play. Cedar nearly gets a steal here, and foul will come in. Foul on number 30, Kiter Wortman, the junior. Gabriel Monasterio taking free throws. First shot good. Second shot, no. 65-44. Shot clock is off. Down the floor, Cedar trying one more shot here. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive board, put back, still no. West Holt got it, down the floor, 15 seconds on the clock. Gabriel Monasterio doesn't hit the 2, 5 seconds left, out of bounds. That'll stay with West Holt, 5 seconds left here, 65-44. Inbound, West Holt, final shot. doesn't go, and that will do it for this ball game. Cedar Catholic has punched their ticket to district basketball. One win away from the state tournament is Hartington-Cedar Catholic. 65-44 is your final score. Cedar on top of West Holt. I'm Tehl Tanner here for the Current 94.3. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, begin that post-game show from Hartington. We'll wrap things up and send it to district play. Back in a couple of minutes now. Cedar wins at home in their sub-districts. They go to districts, and one win away from the state tournament is Cedar. 65-44, your final. Back in a couple of minutes for the post-game show on the Current 94.3.
Farmer's Pride. Every crop season, you ask yourself, how can I better manage my input costs while still raising my yields? Well, maybe it's time you get on the grid. No, not the electrical grid, but grid soil sampling with Farmer's Pride's industry-leading site-specific agronomy. With the soil variability in Northeast Nebraska coupled with today's economy, you can't afford not to know exactly where to invest your crop nutrient dollars. Take advantage of Farmer's Pride's 25 years of precise agronomy recommendations, getting you on the grid, helping maximize your fertilizer investment.
It's that time of the year. What time, you ask? Time to upgrade your irrigation system. See your local Zimmatic dealer now and get ready to maximize yields this season. Upgrade to a new high-speed drive, advanced control panel, or even a completely new Zimmatic pivot. Plus, now could be the time to enhance your operation with FieldNet remote irrigation management. Ask your local Zimmatic dealer how you can take advantage of special programs in place today. Visit Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington or call 402-254-9557.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Unlock the power of your home's equity with a home equity loan from Explorers Credit Union. With qualifying rates as low as 3.99% APR and zero application fees, you'll have the flexibility to fund your next big move, whether it's building your dream kitchen or knocking down high-interest debt. But hurry, this limited-time offer is available February 1st through April 30th. Stop into Explorers Credit Union today or visit explorerscu.com to learn more. Membership eligibility required. Offer subject to change at any time. Terms and conditions apply. NCUA insured.
All Seasons Power Sports in Yankton is ready to serve all your power sports, boat, watercraft, and mower needs. Looking to buy, sell, or trade, All Seasons offers generous trade values and great cash sales, plus big discounts on parts and accessories with your new purchase. They sell and service top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Country Clipper, and more. All Seasons Power Sports, West Highway 52 in Yankton, or at allseasonspowersportsinc.com. All Seasons Power Sports proudly supports all our area student athletes in this year's basketball playoffs.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter is here. If you're an irrigator, how is your pressure this season? Has your irrigation pump been in the ground 20 years or more? Maybe it's time to assess your pump to avoid untimely breakdowns during the growing season. Christensen Well and Irrigation recommends pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. It is time to plan for next season. Contact Christensen Well today to schedule your pump to be pulled. Christensen Well and Irrigation, with locations in Hartington and Wakefield, Nebraska. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap up our broadcast here today with our post-game show from Moody Motors. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, check out the inventory at moodymotors.com or stop out to Moody Motors in Niobrara. Final score from Hartington, 65-44, Cedar over West Holt. Once again, remind you of the standings in Class C2. 16 teams will make districts next week in Class C2. There are 10 automatic bids that have been punched tonight. I think there is one game that is still in progress, and that is in Class C2, or Subdistrict 10 is where that's at. In the third county, Perkins County, number 1, leads Kimball County, number 2, 42-32. In the other districts, 8 of them, the number 1 seed won their subdistrict. But Class C2 9, Sandy Creek, number 3, won over number 1, Alma, 42-36. In every other subdistrict, the 1 seed won their tournament, or won their subdistrict tournament. Those 1 seeds are Cross County, Grand Island Central Catholic, Norfolk Catholic, as my app just crashed on me, Cedar Catholic here, Summerland, EMF, UTAN, and Freeman. And the reason I am saying this is because for any West Holt fans still listening here, that's actually good news. Because the thing for West Holt right now, they are ranked 8th in the coaches poll. Overall, they are ranked 12th. They need that at-large bid. And because there wasn't any upsets, there won't be any higher teams that are claiming those at-large bids above them. West Holt, it's unofficial, obviously. This is just my guess of how things work, but I'd be surprised at this point if they're not in district play. However, losing tonight means they will 100% be on the road next week. Cedar likely locked up a home game next week in district play with this victory. So let's go through our final stats today from Christian's Well. Built on over 50 years of experience in the water well drilling industry and the geology of northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, and northwest Iowa. For Hartington-Cedar Catholic, 16 points tonight for both Mason Baller and Nolan Becker. Baller's points came early, 13 in the first half, I believe, playing extremely good basketball today. Jacob Steffen added 8, Jamison Cotto 7, Braden Reifenrath 7, Aaron Wortman 2, Micah Cotto 3, and Breton Whitmire 2. For West Holt, they had 9 from Zach Huey, 9 from Lincoln Conrad, 11 from Drake Nemitz, 12 from Mason Crumrine. Kellen Monasterio had 2, and Gabriel Monasterio had 1. That's your final individual scoring from Christensen Well. To finish it up, our player of the game brought to you by Avera Health. Visit Avera.org today. That'll be Mason Baller here for Hartington-Cedar Catholic, a junior who was drilling threes earlier in the game. A large part of that second quarter run for Cedar that ended up sealing the deal. Cedar got an insurmountable lead. They held it. The closest West Holt got after that run was 13 points. Cedar really went on a run, and they held it. Final score, 65-44, a 21-point victory for the home team, Cedar Catholic Trojans. That'll do it for our broadcast today. We'll see you again tomorrow night for district play in Class C2 girls basketball. I'll have the coverage myself of number 2 Crofton versus number 15 Centura. It doesn't even matter at this point in terms of seeding. When you get to district play, you're 1 game away from the state tournament. Everybody's capable of beating everybody. Crofton has got to bring it tomorrow night. I am looking forward to covering that game tomorrow. For Crofton's, Braden Butler will have the call of that one in C2. I will be here in Hartington once again for Cedar Catholic versus Nebraska Christian at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Number 8 Cedar Catholic on this list, or excuse me, number 6 Cedar Catholic versus number 11 Nebraska Christian. That is how it matches up in Class D1. I've got the call of that one right here tomorrow night. So once again, Braden Butler's got Crofton tomorrow. I've got Cedar here on the current 94.3 tomorrow as well. That'll do it for our broadcast today. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Big thanks to Kenzie Gaziski back at the studio, keeping things on lock. I've been Tehl Tanner. This has been Northeast Nebraska High School Basketball on the current 94.3. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a presentation of Northeast Nebraska High School Basketball on the Current 94.3, courtesy of Riverfront Sports. Riverfront Sports is your home for all of Northeast Nebraska's high school athletics.
The Current 94.3 KDAM. Hartington. More of today's hits.
Current events brought to you by Missouri River Associates.
Do you need help navigating the maze of health insurance? Call Jen at Missouri River Associates for your personalized appointment today. Whether you're new to individual health insurance or just shopping around, we're here to help. That's Missouri River Associates.
Yankton Marty Council 1536 Knights of Columbus invites everyone to their Fat Tuesday Spaghetti.